All right. So now the next thing is, if I want to transfer this ZLK token to somebody, so I'll hit send, and I'm on account 1 at the moment, and I want to send these ZLK tokens to account number 3, right? Now, how many tokens I need to send? I want to send 1.222 tokens. All right, so or let me just simplify it, 1.22 tokens. So after decimal, I have entered two numbers. Okay, now this is important to understand. This is your final concept. If you've come that far, this is pretty much the last video of this series. You should be able to get this concept. So I'm going to go slow here. So the decimal value was 1, and I got X number of ZLK tokens. Now I'm sending out of that number, I'm sending 1.22, so 2 decimal after the decimal dot, to somebody else. Let's say to account number 3, right? I'll hit next. Notice what's going to happen. It's actually truncated everything that I wrote after 2. I'll show you again. So I'll go back, I'll reject this transaction. So I'm going to count number 1, and I'm doing the process again. I've got ZLK tokens, and I'm sending these tokens to someone, let's say account number 3, and I am sending this account 1 point something. I want to send this many tokens. So after the decimal, notice I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits. I will hit next. The moment I hit next, it automatically gets truncated into 1 digit. Now, why is this happening? This is a problem. Why is this happening? This is not a problem. The reason this is happening is because I have mentioned to my smart contract that truncate everything to 1 decimal place. And that is why this is happening. Now, if I do, now it's automatically truncated it. So this is what is going to be sent to the other account. So if I hit confirm, that's the amount that will go into the account number 3. So if I go to account number 3, and if I look at the tokens account number 3 has, you can see that account number 3 has this many tokens, right? So I've just imported my the tokens that account number 3 received. So this is the number of tokens that I transferred from account 1, and this is what account 3 essentially received. And this is totally correct. Because I specified 1, that means that I can only divide that number of decimals into my token into. If this was 18, so if I had put 18 over here, return 18, then I could essentially break my tokens into 18 pieces. So 0.000 up till 18 was the number I could specify and send it to anyone, whoever I want to send my tokens to. I hope this concept is clear. So let's look at some of the other accounts some of the other tokens that we had, right? So I'll go to account number 1, and account number 1 had this one, right? So if I click on send, and let's say I send account number 3 10.666. So this was where I had decimal 18. And let's say I click next. And notice that since I had decimal 18, so I can essentially go up till 18 decimal places when I'm sending my tokens to somebody. If I have decimal 1, I can only go up to 1 decimal places when I need to send my token to somebody. So this is what the concept about the whole decimal function is. 1, it is what gets multiplied with the total supply. So it is that exponential that gets multiplied with the total supply. And this is how it impacts when you are transacting with your tokens. So I hope this concept is super clear, and you've now understood how this whole mathematical calculation works.